So this happened. This was funny and weird, awkward moment. So, and I think you're going to run into this problem soon too, maybe. So I got the parking garage. Are you working on the parking garage situation?
Yeah, I got a couple leads on some Tuesdays have really been helping me out and sending me mechanics and places and all this. So I appreciate you guys. So I'm looking. I found one in Midtown that's cheaper.
Okay, all right. Well, but don't you want to be close to that car though?
Midtown for me. I live right by the A train. I can get up there in 3 stops.
1 stop, 2 stop. Yeah, that's nice. So I got the parking garage over here. It's a little bit of a walk, not too far. But I don't know what the deal is with tipping. Maybe I should have Googled it because you are handing your keys to a person. Yes. They take your car. They go get it. They park it. And you do want them to take care of it because I put it at the garage. All of a sudden, I'm hearing this undercarriage click occasionally. A UCC.
I don't like that. I don't like a UCC. I don't even like the UCB.
I hate UCB. I'm glad it's gone. But a UCC is even worse. They don't pay either. It just clicks, and it's just a little like, I don't even know what it is. And I checked to see if there's a water bottle or whatever, because people were like, maybe it's something in the trunk and all that bullshit. And it's a subtle click. It's not too bad, but still. But I remember reading one of the big things with a car and a transmission is that you got to come to a full stop before you change gear. Put it in park, put it in reverse.
Yes.
And I don't trust those guys not to just get close and slam it in park.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're going in reverse and then just bang, put it in drive, and then you get a click.
Oh, God, you're making me nervous. Nothing worse than that. You can't enjoy the ride because you're just going, oh, shit. Did you hear a click? You're ruined. The whole thing's ruined.
Exactly. And it like triggers me because I drove nothing but used hand-me-down dead grandparent cars for so long. And then, you're driving out of the city, so you got to drive through, I don't want to not be PC, but I'm driving through Hunts Point and the South Bronx and Cross Bronx in a fucking, 1987 Neon with 3 tires. And I'm like, if this thing goes down, I'm dead. I just picture them, fucking shooting me in the tits. So
sure.
I get nervous, and so I wanted to take care of the car, but I'm like, I'm dropping it off. I'm giving them the key. It feels like, what's it called when you give the parking job?
Valet.
It feels like valet. So I'm like, do I tip? Do I not tip? And I don't know. So I tip a couple bucks here and there, a few bucks. I don't tip sometimes. I do tip sometimes. So the other day, Friday night, I dropped the car off at like midnight, and they're all really nice guys, young guys. And I was like, I should give him something. I go in my pocket. I have 2 20s. So I was like, fuck it. I just gave him a 20. And
right.
this is how he reacts. He goes, what? And I was like, well, I forgot to tip yesterday. And he's literally just staring at the 20. It's in his hand. He doesn't put it in his pocket. Doesn't say, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
He just stares at it like blankly. Then he's like, are you sure? Like, all right. And I literally was like, yeah, I just didn't tip. I thought maybe, I don't know. I literally ended up apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry. It was the most like neurotic list move to be like, I'm really sorry. I just gave you 20 bucks. It was uncomfortable. I was embarrassed. I was walking away. I felt like I just walked in on my mother showering. Like I was like, I'm so sorry. I should kill myself. I'm an idiot.
Well, I think that answers it. I think there's no tip then. But it sucks you lost a 2 spot, but he will remember that, hopefully.
Hopefully he puts it, takes care of it. But then also, so the next day, yesterday morning, Cantor and I go back to pick up my car, and this guy, this old yuppie guy, he drops off like a fancy car. I don't even know what it was, but it was one of, a 2-seat fucking black low car, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And no tip, just gave the keys. And
well, there you go.
By the way, the kid busted his balls a little bit because the parking guy was going to get my car. And then this guy parks right in the middle of the garage. So when this guy goes to pull my car out, there's nowhere to go. Mm-hmm. So he had to put it back in the elevator, and he comes out, and I was proud of this kid who's like 23. He goes, hey, next time pick a side, dude.
Ooh.
And the guy was like this 60-year-old, like, what? And he's like, you parked in the middle. I can't take another car out. What are you doing?
I like it. Good. That entitled queef. He thinks he runs the whole garage with his Miata or whatever the hell, Lamborghini.
Yeah, he was like, I'm sorry, but he didn't tip, so I don't think I'm going to tip anymore. And maybe I'll be one of these guys that gives a Christmas bonus. At Christmas, I peel off a couple 50s or something.
I like it. But hey, anytime they can see your mug and have a good reaction. That's all you want, because he might not slam it. He might go, I want to slam it, but the weird-looking guy with the small mouth gave me a 20. I'm going to change my ways.
Yes, that's a good point. So I'm not sure what to do, but I think I'm going to tip less, maybe occasionally. And by the way, real quick, lastly, just to wrap it up, Cantor used to work at Enterprise for years, and he's like, oh, yeah, I would beat the shit out of those cars. Now, granted, those were nobody's car. That was, it belonged to a corporation. It was a rental. But still, he's like, oh, yeah, we'd fucking grind the gears, slam it in park, all that shit. So you'd hope these guys aren't doing it with people's cars, but... they're young whippersnappers, and maybe they don't like my look, or maybe they saw my act, or listened to the podcast, or whatever. You never know.
Right. Oh, God. I got a bucket of bolts. One bad parking job, that thing's just going to fall down to the ground. I'm terrified. The wheels will shoot out.
So maybe grease them, charm them, and, I got secret handshakes with them and shit. I'm giving them extra bucks and really complimenting them because I want them on my good side.
Yeah, but you never know. They could have taken that Sentra out and Ferris Buellered it on a bridge, and then, woohoo, yeah, they're living it up in Chicago.
Exactly. That's where we got the UCC from, so...
Right.
I'm a little nervous, but anyways, that's that.